obviously 2018 could be massive for Joshua with those two unification fights sort of on the horizon. Obviously, if you lose against Takam, kind of everything falls apart in that sense. But in terms of timescale, when would you look to sort of do the Parker fight, do the Wilder fight? Do you want to get them sewn up by the end of the next summer, maybe?
I think the Wilder fight is one for next summer. I'd like him to fight Dillian White. I mean, I've talked to his guys again today.
Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder fight Dillian White, and the winner fights Josh. Parker's a fight we could look at in February or March. But you know, we've got a WBA mandatory potentially. I don't know. You know, but I think the main aim is to fight 3 times next year, and I'd like 2 of those to be for additional belts. Doesn't always work out like that, but you know, the aim is to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and I think it's on. But right now, with everything that's gone on, just get October 28th out of the way, and then we can plan from there.
Matchroom USA debut show in November. Danny Jacobs. Would you look to do Joshua over there, maybe in that early 2018 fight? Is that on the horizon?
Possibly. I think an international fight is a possibility. He doesn't really want to leave the UK and Britain because his fan base is incredible, and what we're doing over here, it's never really been seen before. The numbers. So, but he's the world heavyweight champion. There is demand from many countries to stage AJ fights, and it's something we have to look at potentially early in 2018. But the aim is, like I say, to have 3 fights next year, and God willing he wins, God willing there's no injuries, he can go in February or March of next year.
Would that be a good way to build that Wilder fight, maybe get him out over in America at some point before then?
But again, I look at that fight and think actually the place to build the Wilder fight is here. I mean, neither guys are huge stars in America yet. So we'll have to see, but that fight is huge in Britain. So everything tells me that maybe Britain is the place for that fight.
Without giving kind of too much away, when you sit down with Wilder, obviously as a WBC champion, outspoken, kind of a big name, what sort of kind of split are you talking about with him?
That's one of the problems, because you cannot possibly think that a fighter with a commercial value, like particularly Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder, should warrant anywhere near a 50% split in that pot. And it's not being disrespectful, it's just fact. But they will, in their head, think, I'm a champion, my belt's on the line, that is the split. If it is, of course, the fights will never happen. But they're still going to get absolutely giant paydays from fighting Josh on whatever they're offered. They've got to be treated with respect. It's not just a case of, oh, there's a couple of million, take the fight. But they've also got to understand the size of Anthony Joshua. But also, we understand, we want the belts. The public want to see those fights. So we have to try and make them, sometimes at a split that AJ doesn't like, to get those fights. But we'll see. But he's in a great position.